Okay, we've taken a lot of steps to maximize the conversions on our standard landing pages, right? But capturing leads goes beyond just a standard squeeze page, okay? We can capture leads in a lot of different ways, and especially if people don't take primary action, okay? So let's consider your landing page if they don't use our opt-in form. Is there a secondary way that we can capture that contact information? Let's say, consider something else. You have a blog post, and on the side of your blog you have a widget where people can opt in. But what if they don't take action on that? Is there another way that we can capture their information? And yes, there is, and we'll cover that in this section. What we're going to get into is how to maximize your lead generation from literally any page, okay, including sales pages, not just lead generation pages, but if you're actually selling something online, from your e-com store properties and even blogs. Now, the key to any web property is always be thinking lead generation. Okay, the goal to any site that you're paying to have online, if you're paying to have it hosted, if you're creating content to share with people, one of the goals should always be to build your subscriber base. Okay, an email subscriber can and often is far more valuable to you long term than someone who just buys something once. Okay. E-com vendors, successful ones, have known this for years. It's far more important to capture that lead information, even if somebody doesn't buy in the first place. Okay, they might need to come back a few times before they become a paying customer. Now, we see examples of this type of opportunity everywhere. We see them on blogs, we see them on authority sites, even videos. Every day, what we're seeing is websites that want to capture your contact information from very authority websites. You know, from Huffington Post, depending on where you're browsing from, WebMD, all sorts of examples. You'll see a little pop-up that comes in saying, hey, get your free report here, subscribe to our newsletter here. You know, we can just look at one example just to get started with. This is a sales page, okay, and I've already loaded it, so let's restart it and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. We'll just pause the video so it doesn't start playing and annoying us. Now, this is a sales page for a product, okay? Fair enough. What happens when we want to go close it? Oh, there's a little pop-up. Hey, you want some commissions like this? Enter your details for a free training video. Okay, that's a pop-up form. It's not on a lead generation page per se. It's actually on a sales page. So people that don't want to buy the product still have a chance to get something for free, and the product creator gets a chance to build his list. So that's one typical scenario where you visit a sales page. Okay, now we'll often see this in blogs as well, or authority websites, and I'm sure many of you have, right? You go and you scroll some content, and just as you're about to close, a little pop-up slides along. Okay, and it's just basically saying, hey, wait, before you go, we have something for you. And we can do that too, all right? We can take our little pop-up form, our little opt-in forms, and cause them to pop up on literally any web property that we own. It can take many shapes and sizes. It can be placed anywhere on any type of page. It can be full screen. It can slide in. It can pop out. It can be somewhat, in many cases, a little bit annoying. I'm not going to kid you. But annoying as they can be for those of us who've seen a lot of them, they're highly effective, okay? There's a reason why authority sites, authority bloggers, and even large product vendors are using these on their pages. They just downright work, okay? The latest technology out there gives you lots of usage options. Now let's have a look at another example. Here we are on askthebuilder.com, and what I'll do here is once again reload this page real quick, and we'll see what happens as we scroll. Oh, there's a little slide in. Might be cut off on the screen a little bit, but it slides in at the bottom, which is great, you know, very subtle. Just keep sliding in. Get our free report here. You know, so that's a little bit more of a subtle example. But again, an authority site trying to capture your contact information. Some of the best practices I recommend is to give users options and don't rush them. One of the things that happens a lot is pop-ups just get slammed right up the second you load up a site, which is kind of annoying. You haven't even had a chance to look things over yet, you know. There's all sorts of trigger actions that will trigger a pop-up. Most commonly it'll happen when the user goes to close the page, okay, and that'll trigger the pop-up to appear. Okay, sometimes it happens when you scroll a certain amount of content, or you can set them by time. After a few seconds, the pop-up will appear. What's important, in addition to not being annoying with your pop-ups, by giving people options, not rushing them, is to be consistent in your branding. Okay, if you have a blog on one topic, but your free report that you're offering is on something completely different, they don't really make sense together. Okay, so we want to make sure that our branding and what we're offering makes sense to the web property that we're posting it on. Okay, so just be a little bit consistent with that, and that's a really good way to increase that conversion rate of people actually saying, yeah, sure, I don't have time to search the whole article now, but I'd be happy to hear more about this content that I'm interested in. So how do we make these work for us? Well, review the landing page that you're in the process of creating, or hopefully you've already created, and your opt-in form, and consider where else you can post these forms. Okay, just the opt-in forms on various web properties, from blog posts to, if you have an authority site, great. If you have an e-com store, fantastic place to put them. Depending on the platform that you're using, of course, anything is workable, even videos. Okay, it's tough to do a pop-up on a video, but you can certainly have cards, clickable links that will take people to an opt-in form. Okay, and check out various pop-up softwares. There's a lot that are actually free to use. There's a few that don't cost that much money at all, and that will give you a lot of powerful features that make you look smooth while you're doing it, which is really the goal. We don't want to look pushy, but we still want to put that offer out there. Now, where we should take action on this is to definitely, at the end of this course, or even at the end of this lecture, take some time to check out the bonus content at the very bottom of the course. Okay, you're going to see there, in addition to a lot of bonus information, a lot of the tools we use ourselves. Okay, specific tools, plus the exact pop-up software that we've installed on our sites. Okay, just so you can see it in action. And after trying out a lot of them, that's the one that we particularly use. Okay, but again, do your own due diligence and realize that authority sites, authority properties are using this technology to add thousands of subscribers to their list on a very regular basis. It's working, and it's something you should give a try to as well.